It is finished, the battle is over. It is finished, there'll be no more war. It is finished, the end of the conflict. It is finished, and Jesus is Lord. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Hope that you had a fantastic weekend. Hope that you were able to spend time with your family. Hope you were able to worship with your church family and give God your best this weekend. John chapter 10, verse 10. It's a passage that we're all very familiar with. Probably most of us have read it 50 to 100 times. But I wanted to break it down just a little bit today to really mine it for some treasures that are in there and maybe help us to see how powerful this verse is. John chapter 10 verse 10 states that the thief comes not but to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come that they might have life, that they might have it more abundantly. In Jesus' words there. According to Jesus' words, the thief comes to steal and kill and destroy anything good in your life. He wants to destroy your job. He wants to destroy your joy and your happiness, your health, your finances, your marriage, your kids, just anything that he can get his hands on. He wants to ruin it for you. When we look at the word thief, it comes from the Greek word klepto, and that's a word that we've all heard before, and it means to steal. It gives a picture of a bandit or a pickpocket or a thief who is so artful in the way that he steals things that he's nearly undetectable. This reminds me of shows, or I remember an episode of Little House on the Prairie where a pickpocket was going around the county fair and he was bumping into people and taking their wallets and their money and things like that, just almost nearly undetected and getting away with it. But Jesus, he uses this word to let us know that the devil is very, very cunning in the way that he steals from people. He knows that if he does it outright, his actions will be recognized and will be more ready for it and able to defend against it. And so instead, he steals from people in such a deceptive way that he almost accomplishes his goals before we really even realize that things are stolen from us. Oftentimes, the devil injects thoughts into a person's mind that steal his peace, that steal his joy, and even sometimes his beliefs. That word klepto describes a thief's uncontrollable urge to get his hands into someone's pockets so he can take that which doesn't rightfully belong to him. I find it very interesting that this is where we get our word kleptomaniac. That's the one you're probably most familiar with, and often we just shorten that to klepto, and we're talking about a pickpocket or somebody who steals things at the store. Very, very interesting that's where we get that word, and describes this person that has this persistent, this neurotic impulse to steal. Just as a kleptomaniac, can't help but steal, the devil can't stop stealing because it's his impulse, it's his very nature to steal from us, and it's precisely the nature and the behavior of the thief that Jesus is telling us about in this passage. Not only though does the thief come to steal, but Jesus said it also comes to kill. At first glance, and when I've read it before, we think to kill as in to take someone's life. But the Greek word is thuo, which means actually to sacrifice. It originally referred to the sacrificial giving of animals on the altar in the Old Testament, and it could mean a sacrifice or to surrender or to give up something that is precious and dear. And again, primarily used in religious connotation to denote the sacrifice of animals. But it had nothing to do with killing in terms of murder. So Jesus uses this word to describe the work of the thief in John chapter 10, verse 10 there. And he's telling us that if the thief hasn't already walked away with everything that we hold precious and dear to us, then he will try to convince us that we need to sacrifice, to give up everything that he hasn't already taken from us. And so he's going to try to get us to, on our own accord, give those things up. The thief can't bear the fact that you possess any kind of blessing, anything good in your life. And so if he's unsuccessful at stealing the good things from your life, the joy, the blessings, then he's going to try to really sneakily convince you to give up everything that you possess and that you love, just simply because he doesn't want you to have it. And he might even try to create stressful situations that cause you to conclude that your own solution is to sacrifice the things that you love. And so Jesus went on to say that the thief also comes to destroy. So he steals and he kills and he destroys. And the word destroy is from another Greek word, apolumai, which, again, meaning to destroy. It carries the idea of something that is ruined, is wasted or trashed, devastated, those kinds of things. And so by using that word, we discover that if the thief is unsuccessful at stealing the things from you that are good, or convincing you to give up the things that are good, then he's just going to try to ruin it. He's just going to try to destroy it. And so we could, in modern language, we could kind of reinterpret that part of the passage to say this. The thief wants to get his hands into every good thing in your life. In fact, this pickpocket is looking for any opportunity to wiggle his way so deeply into your personal affairs that he can walk off with everything that you hold precious and dear. And that's not all. When he's finished stealing all your goods and possessions, he'll take his plan to rob you blind to the next level. He'll create conditions and situations so horrible that you'll see no way to solve the problem except to sacrifice everything that remains from his previous attacks. The goal of this thief is to totally waste and devastate your life. And if nothing stops him, he'll leave you insolvent, flat broke, and cleaned out in every area of your life. And you'll end up feeling as if you're finished and out of business. Make no mistake, the enemy's ultimate aim is to obliterate you. But then Jesus gives us good news. After all of that, in describing this thief who's after us, he gives us some good news. Went on to say, I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. The words might have are from a Greek tense that means to have and to continually possess. Okay, so to always have. And the words they might have, the life that Jesus offers, is from the word Zoe, which suggests a life that is filled with vitality. A life is filled with vitality. And then the word abundantly is from a Greek word that means to be above, beyond what is regular, extraordinary, or even exceeding. And so this is not just abundance, but it's superabundance and continually. So what a comparison there between what the thief is trying to do and what Jesus is offering. The devil comes to steal and to kill and destroy, but Jesus comes to give us life like we've never known life before. And so if we reinterpret that part of the passage, it might say this. It might say, but I came that they might have, keep, and constantly retain a vitality, a gusto, a vigor, and a zest for living that springs up from deep inside. I came that they might embrace this unrivaled, unequaled, matchless, incomparable, richly loaded, and overflowing life to the ultimate maximum. And so in our walk with Jesus, we will experience times when the devil's pushing our buttons and on our emotions, to keep us all bound up and to keep us depressed and hopeless. Other times he will disguise his voice to make you think that it's God talking to you in order to get you off track or to cause you to cast off your deepest dreams as pure imagination. But whenever these attacks occur, and they will, just tell the devil to shut up. Just tell him to stop. Stop dropping those thoughts of nonsense in your head. To tell him to just get out and get out of your head, get out of your mind, get out of your thoughts, and let him know you're not going to bite the bait any longer when he dangles that there in front of you. Tell him you're not a sucker anymore. You know how he works now. You understand how he works, how he's trying to pickpocket you without you even knowing. And you've determined that he isn't going to steal, kill, or destroy one more good thing in your life. Make that determination right now. There's no doubt about it. The devil wants you to be defeated. He wants you to struggle through your entire life. He wants you to be sick and depressed and down in the dumps. He wants you to feel like you'll never hit the target with your life. But Jesus has a better message. Jesus wants to give you a life that is unrivaled, that is unequaled, that is matchless and incomparable and richly loaded and overflowing with life to the ultimate maximum. And he wants to give it to you constantly. And so now that you understand a little bit more how seriously the devil takes it and how seriously he wants to make your life miserable, less than gratifying, a life that that no one will even notice is gone until it's over. Knowing that, how are you going to live differently? Who are you going to live your life for? And I want to urge all of us to put on the brakes and stop Satan from wreaking havoc in our life and causing chaos and misery, and just focus our life on Jesus and his will for each and every one of us, because Jesus says he will give us the power to resist every attack and to overcome every strategy that the devil tries to use against you and against me. He's out there, he's prowling around, he's causing problems and making messes, but we have a God that says, come alongside me, yoke yourself with me, I'll make your burdens lighter, and I'll give you the things that you need to resist those attacks from that sneaky devil. I hope this gives you some encouragement. I hope this gives you some tools in your arsenal to battle against Satan as he attacks us with those flaming arrows from day to day. Love you guys. Hope you have a great week this week. I hope you're encouraged, and I hope you're blessed. We'll see you next time.